The Dreadsails think to breach Vastir's walls. Never. But they might have the numbers to overwhelm us, especially with the Firesong at their side. We need more defenders to stand with us. By the green, I hope so. The Stonelore and Eldertide druids, they're in as much danger as we are. Perhaps more so because the Firesong want their sacred seeds. We need them to help us defend the city. And that's where you come in. While I help my father prepare the city's defenses, I want you to find the Archdruids and secure their assistance. In exchange, they'll gain a place to protect their wounded and their seeds. Start with Archdruid Rahval of the Stonelore Circle. Archdruid Rahval is in the Vine District, the Druid section of the city. He should be able to tell you where to find Archdruid Ellic once you secure his agreement to help. Meanwhile, I have much to do to prepare the city for the coming assault. We can only ask for their aid and hope, my friend. Druids may not be warriors by tradition, but I know they aren't cowards. And they can fight. I've seen what the Eldertide can do, and I know the Stonelore will protect themselves when necessary. That's an intriguing idea. She does seem to be willing to assist us. It was her warning that alerted us to this impending attack. I doubt she'd help us out of the goodness of her heart, however. And House Mornard would be willing to hire her services. We're not above employing mercenaries, as you well know. The point may be moot, however. We don't know how to get a message to her or even where she's hiding. Everything in my power. We've never faced an invasion of this scale before, but Vastir isn't defenseless. We have knights, walls, and the advantage of foresight. We can set barricades, prepare traps, and get non-combatants to safety. No. That's why we need the druids to help defend the walls. Vastir cannot fall to the Dreadsails.
Druids? What has my great city come to, that we need to beg the druids to help defend it? Still, Stefan is right. We need the help. Go, mercenary, before I change my mind about this.
Stefan's idea is a good one. Archdruid Rahval is in the Vine District. Just head east once you leave the castle. Good luck and clear seas to you. You've been up to your eyes in heroics, as I hear it. The Dreadsails have been nothing but trouble for Galen. Unfortunately, it's not as simple as just a bunch of ornery sea elf pirates raiding the countryside. The druids are mixed up in this too. Well, the three circles have been arguing, and that came to a head when the Firesong attacked and killed most of the Stonelore and Eldertide Archdruids. That's how we learned they were working with the Dreadsails. All because of some prophecy. Right, the prophecy of the last Druid King. The Firesong want the sacred seeds that rightly belong to the other circles, while the Dreadsails just want Vastir. This all has more knots than a tangled rope, mate. Good thing you're here to help.
I've heard of your heroics on behalf of Sir Stefan and House Mornard. We could use more people like you. Our knights are stretched pretty thin right now.
Feda means well. But if the druids are coming to help defend the city, I must also do my part. I may not be a trained knight like she is, but I've learned a thing or two roaming about the wilderness. Tell her I don't require protection.
I was wondering if I... Ah, Druidkin. I heard what you did. How you secured the Eldertide seed and returned it to the care of Archdruid Ellic. Once again, you proved to be a true friend of the Druids. But what is this I hear of an impending attack on the city? Stefan needs to bolster his army, and wants to do so with the Stone Lore and Eldertide. I suppose that makes some sense. We can defend ourselves. And it is our third circle that has gone rogue. I can pledge the Stone Lore to this cause. Let me talk to Ellic. If anyone can convince him to bring his people to the city to help defend its walls, it's another Archdruid. Instead, I want to send you to Glimmertarn. Laurel and most of Galen's Stone Lord druids are in Glimmertarn. Inform her of the plan, and tell her to prepare our circle for war. I'll meet you there after I convince Archdruid Ellic to do the same. The village lies directly north of Vastir. Perfectly. I gave it to Frii for safekeeping. As a spirit forged from Ifre's will, who better to protect something so sacred? They've been quite curious about it. Said they felt a connection and wanted to study the seed. You'll have to ask Frii yourself. I returned to Vastir right after delivering the seed. The way Frii communicates is still perplexing. I believe we learn more about one another with every passing day, but many mysteries remain. The request came from Stefan, and my circle loves him as one of our own. Plus, the Firesong attacked us as well, and we feel a responsibility for our misguided brethren. Besides, I am their Archdruid, and I have already agreed. The matter is settled. Perfectly. I gave it...
These sea elf pirates become more brazen every day.
You know, House du Fort never has these problems on high.
It's not...
You'll be all right. Just lie still. Damn those path traders and their Dreadsail's lackeys. They're everywhere. The Firesong attacked these Eldertide before they could reach the shelter of this camp. But you look like you came with a purpose. Tell me what news you bring. That's unexpected. We normally don't get involved with wars and politics. But the Firesong started this. So I guess that makes it a druid problem. Look, we're practically surrounded by the Firesong and Dreadsails out here. I could use your help. We need to light the beacon that will gather every Stone Lord druid on Galen to Glimmertarn. However, the Dreadsails grabbed the Everflame torch in a recent raid on the village. We need that enchanted torch to ignite the beacon. The Dreadsails have a beachhead at Broken Oar Cove, just northeast of here on the shore. Retrieve the Everflame torch, and meet me at Vale's Bluff to the west. That's where we need to go to light the beacon. Head to Broken Oar Cove and retrieve the Everflame torch. There's a path to the east that leads down to the shore. Then, meet me at the beacon at Vale's Bluff. Be careful. Our enemy is as thick as weeds once you leave the safety of this village. The beacon is used in times of danger, to alert the Stone Lord druids spread across the island and summon them back to Glimmertarn. The enchantment contained in the Everflame torch allows the beacon's light to be seen from anywhere on Galen. Many, many seasons ago. I was so young I barely remember it. I recall being scared. There was some sort of rabid creature roaming the northern half of the island. Anyway, it's rarely used and only in extreme emergencies. I think this counts. I think so. But I lost track of Frii when the Elder Tide started pouring into the village. I'm sure they found somewhere safe to hold up. Let's trust in Frii. We can check on them after we light the beacon. I've helped the worst of the wounded. Most of them are more shaken than they are hurt. But I doubt they would have survived if they hadn't made it to Glimmertarn.
Feels good to get the blood pumping, right? Yes! Are we going to race? Incredible!
If that ship leaves Windwrack, it'll be too late for me to catch that Khajiit.
Don't mess with the street, kid.
It's always give and take with you, isn't it? I don't know why I even bothered trying to help.
The beacon's ready. Do you have the torch? It's worse than I thought. I saw more than my fair share of bodies on the way here. I'm sure you did too. If we don't hurry, those poisonous thorns will have the numbers to overwhelm Glimmertarn. Blight! Of course. Why else surround us? Why else steal the Everflame torch? At least they haven't made it to the beacon. It's ready. It will call the Stone Lord to Glimmertarn like a songbird guiding them home. Did you get the torch? Good. Then go ahead and ignite the beacon. Hurry, before any of those Dreadsails spot us. It's done. Let's head back to Glimmertarn and prepare my people for war. Let's head back to Glimmertarn. I need to give the druids instructions, and make preparations to depart for Vastir. Be on your guard. The trees hide many evils. The Dreadsails and Firesong get bolder by the moment.
I hear you resolved the standoff at Alcair Castle. I am glad no blood was shed.
You lit the beacon. Good work, Laurel.
Archdruid Rahval has arrived, and other Stone Lore will show up shortly. Go ahead and talk to the Archdruid. He wants to speak to you.
Ah, Druidkin, thank you for assisting Laurel. I spoke to Ellic, and he agreed to bring his Eldertide to help defend Vastir, so I made my way here to lead my own people to this city. But first, we must attend to the matter of the sacred seed. I'd like you and Druid Laurel to make sure the seed and Frii are all right. Laurel believes Frii took it to Cloage, an old cave they visited often since coming here. We had mostly forgotten about the cave, but Frii seems drawn to the place. By Ephraim the Green, I can rally my people and the Eldertide who seek refuge here. I need you and Laurel to check on Frii and the seed. With the Dreadsails and Firesong scouring the area, it's only a matter of time before they're discovered. Cloage is just to the east. Please hurry. If the Firesong find that cave, they'll stop at nothing to capture Frii and our sacred seed. The beacon has been ignited. I must give our druids time to make the trek from all points on the island. Plus, we have weapons to gather, supplies to pack. Don't worry. We'll get to the city before the attack begins in earnest. This is Stone Lord territory. My people know paths and trails that should allow them to avoid most of our enemies. And if all else fails, they know how to fight. That's why Stefan asked for our assistance in the coming battle. Not a great deal, unfortunately. It may have had some significance in the past, but now it's just an abandoned, overgrown cave. No one paid it much mind until Frii arrived at the village. You know, I never had the opportunity to ask. Frii did love to explore the place, though. Took Druid Laurel along a few times, I believe. Perhaps she can tell you more. Laurel, go with our friend.
I'll
Make
meet
sure
you at
Frii is all
Cloage.
right.
It's a cave, almost directly east of Glimmertarn. Wait for me by the entrance, and we'll head in together.
I would have never seen anything like this if I'd stayed at Tor Dreyok.
Hang on. Let's talk. Blight! I saw a group of Dreadsails in Firesong enter the cave just as I arrived. Not sure if they spotted Frii or simply got curious. But this isn't good. We need to get in there. Frii and the Seed are in danger. Not that I'm aware of. There are some druid carvings and such, but I haven't had a chance to study them. The whole place is overgrown with vegetation. The cave did fascinate Frii, though. Something kept drawing them back here. A few times, yes. I'd try to clean up a little while Frii looked around. Sometimes they'd sit and meditate for long stretches. When we find them, this time I'm going to ask what that was all about. Now let's go. Frii cleared out a lot since I was last here. That, or the Firesong have been tearing things down.
We did it!
Wait, vines covered that section before. Stay focused and be on guard. The Firesong I saw could be anywhere in here. Is that Frii? And those are weirds around them. What does it mean? Look, another marking. We need to examine it. Are those? Yes, the sacred seeds. And Frii, growing them into a crown, a staff, and a gauntlet. Let's keep looking.
Big mistake.
A druid, holding the staff and gauntlet. And Frii places the crown upon their head, just like in the prophecy. We need to find Frii. Now! Frii? Crowning a new druid king? The dream of Siravaen says, "When mountain shakes, and sower wakes, the throne shall bloom again." Come on, We need to find Frii. I have so many questions. Another marking. Examine it, but watch out for the Firesong.
I saw a chimera.
Look, a ward protects that far door. Did Frii cast that? We need to find a way to open it. Frii used an ancient druid trick. I've seen this before. There should be 2 druid stones in here. If we turn them, the ward should dissipate. There should be another stone nearby. Let's look around. That did it. The ward should be gone now. Let's go.
This is gonna be fun.
The sower and the seed belong to the Firesong!
Nothing is too big or too bad for us to handle.
Look, that's Frii on the other side of the chamber. Thank the green. Frii doesn't seem to be hurt.
It worked. Secrets remain buried.
Thank the green.
They gnash with sharpened teeth, claw at the doors. But now... Druid Laurel, lavender and wood smoke, familiar. And you... battle and the touch of leaves. I kept seed safe, but protections wither. Frii is free. Place made by Druid King. Sanctity. The walls taught me. Told me who I am. The sower of the sacred seeds. Curator of the regalia. When season is right, I will grow them from the seeds. Expected the seed to be safe here. It was not. The Druid King called Frii from the green. Bound us to one day reforge the regalia. Sow the seeds when 3 circles become one. That is my purpose. A tender to the garden. But events are uncertain. The seed is not safe. Even here. What can we do? Good. I am thinned. Tired. Wilting. I have grown too tall. Take the seed to Archdruid Rahval. His to nourish now. To protect. Slip within the walls. Face the storm. Claim the seed and let us leave this place. The seed rests just over there. Safe. Waiting. A quiet and strong thing, resting in different hands. Give it to Archdruid Rahval when we leave here. to take it into the unnatural walls. Yes, long ago. It was a sanctuary, lost to time. But it held answers, the truths of me. The longer I stayed, the more I learned, remembered. My hands alone can ordain. I grow the seeds. That was what the Druid King told me, what the dream tells us all. When the Druids are ready to be whole, streams pouring into one river, not fractured, not grasping for seeds with bloody fingers. I am awake, but the season is wrong. I do not know. I just know that I alone can grow the seeds. A ritual, hallowed ground, 3 sacred seeds, 3 powerful symbols. They will sprout a crown, a staff, and a gauntlet. The Druid King's regalia. Perhaps for a new king to wield? Magic? No, not like you're thinking. Symbols of office, authority. Only I can grow. Only I can sow the seeds. The sower. Still, we must keep the seeds safe. Archdruid Orlaith must not claim them, just in case I am wrong. Yes, long ago. It was a sanctuary.
You did good, Frii, but you look exhausted.
Frii is fine. All regrows. Laurel, friend, take the seed.
Retrieve the sacred seed, and take it to Archdruid Rahval. Frii trusts you with it, and so do I. Return to Glimmertarn with the seed. I'll make sure Frii gets out of here safely.
The Stone Lord have pledged themselves to the defense of Bastir. We leave shortly.
Looks like Archdruid Rahval is just about ready to head out. There hasn't been an army of druids like this in many, many seasons. Go on. Give him the sacred seed.
Give Archdruid Rahval the sacred seed, Laurel friend. He will keep it safe. Fire and sea will lash the walls of the city, but they will hold. He has told me so.
Our brothers and sisters have arrived, summoned by the beacon. We're just about ready to make the trip to Bastir. We will help defend the walls, and in turn, the walls will defend our injured. Now, Frii tells me you carry our sacred seed. Despite the efforts of the Firesong and the Sea Elf allies, we still possess our sacred seed. I fear this means that the assault on Bastir will begin soon. Now, Sir Stefan, here. That bodes ill. Perhaps you should speak to him, Druidkin. Good. Once we hear Stefan's news, I'll order our druids to head for the city. I think Druid Laurel and Frii should remain here, however, to guide any stragglers, and to keep the nature spirit hidden from Archdruid Orlaith. Thank you again, friend.
Good. I made it before you headed out. Friend, we need to speak. Thank the green I caught you here. I feared I might be too late. The message I bring was too important to give to just anyone. And I know paths across the island that only the druids can walk. But first, what's the situation here? I hoped I could count on Archdruid Rahval, but it's good to hear those words. Even with the secret paths, though, it was difficult avoiding our enemies. The wilderness is thick with Dreadsails and Firesong. I assume you helped settle things here. I knew you were the right one to send to Glimmertarn. Thank you for helping Laurel. You're a most valuable ally. Here, take this. The least I can do for your continued efforts. Meanwhile, I'll make sure Rahval and the Seed get to Vastir safely.